life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo notes sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. Defense able to stop this guy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the counter, Hunt. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Jones. He completes it to Olave. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jones throwing for it. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, a run with Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And check down, complete to Hall. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. action. Now it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
Has absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Powers through it. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Jones. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now Jones on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Straight ahead is Hall.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. He's got room at the 30. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a bit closer.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Chris Olave
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
John Harbaugh thought about it. Now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Hunt going to run for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll give to Hall. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, who dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Rodgers again now. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Running left, it's Hall. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hall again. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the tight end goes in motion left. After the sack on first down, Jones.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Sauce Gardner puts it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Chris Olave, 30 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers being chased out left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Rodgers. There's a nice move. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
They'll look to run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown, Jets. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. From just shy of midfield, Jones, he's going to air one out. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
26, 30, 50.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 1 now. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Kareem Hunt.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Hunt going to run for it. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Jets, 27. Justin Tucker to kick off the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Olave. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jones throwing for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Open man here is Conklin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jets.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the backflip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to try and run, and he will find the end zone again, so he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr, to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama